Connection established.
Let's play.
Welcome to Trans and Money community. My name is Tony, and in today's video we're gonna analyze the price of Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. Sorry, I want to stop the music. Let me check if the audio is good. Okay, seems everything is right. So welcome to everyone, and let's go for the price of Bitcoin that is quite insane. We had here to move quite impressive. The first thing I would like to mention, as usual, in the Trans and Money community, look where we had yesterday the support and where the price went. Yesterday we were at this candle and we had here the support and here the resistance, and we touched just the support and we had the bounce, and again we touched the support and we have the bounce after 24 hours of prediction. Once we say that, we're gonna check also Ethereum and Solana. But for me, that in the opening of the markets, that Bitcoin couldn't surpass this last high is quite concerning, let's say. I don't know which kind of game they're playing, because as you saw in Twitter, you have down in the description of the video all the links for the website and Twitter, etc. And then we have like Germany. The government of Germany is moving again money. There are some big investors in Ethereum that they are moving Ethereums. So what the hell is going on? We don't know, but we know that there are the biggest investors now, or the most popular prices are 55,000 with 329 hits or change of liquidity, and then we have the 42 and the 40,000 with 500 bitcoins. Not kidding. And we have the 58 and 70,000 and 64,000. So huge volatility. Why? Probably because he's gonna talk Powell. When is gonna be that? Let me check with my time. It's gonna be in probably few hours, or when it's gonna be? 9 p.m. So already happened. So maybe for that reason we have the pump. But tomorrow they're gonna, at the same time, so 1 hour ago, Powell is gonna make his speech, and then Thursday we have inflation information. So this is not ending yet, and I don't know what is the reason, but there is a lot of liquidity in 42 and 40, and that concerns me a lot. And here we saw crazy movement, probably to liquidate positions in long and shorts, right? How violent is this movement from here to here? 6% in Bitcoin is not bad, but then we have this crazy candle of almost 4%. So careful, because now the markets are hyper volatile. And why is that? We were talking about that of course in the technical analysis we see that we lost a lot of important points, especially after the support in the big channel that we have since the end of February of this year. So it's a quite intense moment. What do you think? Let me check if I have the chat working or not. But we're still in this situation. That is quite uncomfortable for me, because there is not clear direction. Because also we have the 70,000. So I think we have to be extremely careful with the following hours. So the beginning of this week, because can be brutal. It's gonna be the big whale of Ethereum, it's gonna be the government of US, it's gonna be the government of Germany, it's gonna be mongox, it's gonna be, I don't know what. But the market now thinks there is a lot of possible volatility. So we have plus 24% up and down. Look how brutal is the volatility. These lines are from yesterday, but if I check from where we are now to 70,000, we have 25%, and to, in this case, we can go even 40,000, is 28%. So finally, we fixed the problem with the percentage that was a small bug, and now it's working well. So basically, we are in a similar situation, but we have the 58 now making resistance. So is everything bearish? No, it's not. But we have these crazy 40,000s. And so in my opinion, we have to check and think how we can take profit of this situation with the minimum risk. This is my opinion. I don't know, what do you think? Welcome Javier, welcome Edgar. I don't know what happened, but today I'm a little bit, I have to warm up because seems my English don't want to coming up. And then let's go. And already we have here a fight between sellers and buyers. Look, the yellow ones are closer than 0.5% of the current price, and then we have the blue ones is closer than 1%, and you see orange. So now they're trying to push the 56,000. In fact, 5607 is a quite interesting moment. So basically, I think it's gonna be Powell and inflation. So how we can take profit, minimizing the risk. So in my opinion, this, because always that we have Powell in a speech that is gonna be important. And why I think this is gonna be important? Because Europe, Canada, and I think another country, they just, I broke something here. They reduce the interest rates for their currencies. I don't know what the hell I did here. And so the thing is, like, Powell, I think, have to say something, because if not, the market is gonna get nervous, right? And he's gonna say that maybe they're gonna ease the money lending, or they're gonna take some kind of measure, or maybe he's gonna say that no, and that can make a big move in the markets in any direction. So in my opinion, or what I'm thinking now, maybe the best strategy will be something automated that is checking constantly the market. And then if we enter in a position that this signal is waiting for a big change in the order book, and if the order book change, then we can keep going in this current position because it's in our direction, or if it's in the opposite direction, then to exit. Why I'm saying that? Because look this, for example, imagine you enter in this position, you're going up, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if some of you, you were looking at the order book, but probably here the order book changed a lot, and that could be a signal to exit, right? And now let's see, to enter or not. But we're preparing that in the website of Transcend Money in the back end, and soon we'll have the historical data and signals. For that reason, I recommend you to go to the Transcend Money community Telegram, no, Twitter, that you have down below. In this Twitter, we're gonna test the signals, and this is the Twitter, okay? Great. And you have here down below all the links, you have the website, the Twitter, and then if you want to open an account in Mexc or Bingx, here you can open. And then if you open the account, don't forget to put your user ID here, because then you have the option to have a free membership. Or if you don't want to open an account in Mexc and Bingx, then you can do the pay membership, and with all the benefits, of course, of the Mexc and Bingx, right? And soon we're gonna place the trading volume for Bingx in automate mode. We coming with the tokens, and don't forget about the video call that we have the 14th of July, Sunday. So for this situation, let's go again. Complex, because here is a huge move that is coming, but the point is like how we can enter in the market without being liquidated. Regarding the liquidity or the liquidation map, so now we have more volume, almost 20 million peak, but it's super distributed. Almost, I would say, evenly distributed, with more probabilities to spike to 56.8. But from the order book, I see more like 58. So we're gonna draw the lines like every single day, and from there we're gonna decide the positions. And let's see, yes, it's open. Okay, so we'll check later my positions. Let's see. I have all the positions closed. Wow. So maybe because the spike down. So that means that my Solana position was close at 5% profit because I had a stop loss with warranty gains. So lucky of that. And let's see the next positions I'm gonna take. Okay, so relax, not a big issue. We're gonna navigate these markets. How do you see the market right now? Which are your strategies to navigate these following hours before Powell give the final speech? I don't know exactly what he say, but seems that people get super scared and then we have a bounce. And for the traditional markets is more or less neutral, as always, all-time high. So let's see. Okay, so let's go for the order book. We're gonna go for supports and resistance, basically checking the maximum liquidity in which prices have the maximum liquidity, right? So let's start first with this. We have a change here, so it's gonna be a little bit lower. We lose this support and we're going to the 54.5, 54.5, yes, here. Then I will extend, and then we have the 42, but we lost the 49. Be careful because we lost the 49. So right now the bet of the big buyers is 54,500, drop of 3.4% from the current price, or 40.42. This is what we were talking about in the yesterday video in the Spanish channel. So crazy volatility, but this for me is very scary to enter in a short here because suddenly they can go up, and probably this, look this, we have 58 and 64. So let me finish with this, and then we're gonna place with this, I mean with the supports. So seems 40,000 is the biggest one. 40,000 and 42. Brutal, 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 brutal. And I would like to discuss with you about the strategies, right? Overall, meaning how to navigate this situation, thinking about our all crypto position, spot, futures, or whatever we have right now. Next, let's go for the 64, 58, 70. So first of all, let's go for the 58. That will be $33 million at 2% rise of the price. So we are almost there. And on the way, in the top 30 of the order book, we have resistance already. So I'm gonna go for the 64 first. No, sorry, 58. That will be around here, more or less. And then I'm gonna go for the so this is 58, then 64 will be around here. That will be great. Probably we'll know this after Wednesday, after inflation rate, no sorry, inflation data from the government of US. And then we have here this one and this one. So if this 54.5 doesn't handle the price, then we can go suddenly to the 40s. That will be quite terrific, because now we are good, right? So we have a lot of altcoins that they are trying to bounce even with a big drop, so that's quite unbelievable. And let's see if we can survive this one. So how, let me know, what do you think, how we can navigate this? extremely volatility. One will be to buy here, of course. Another one to buy here with the risk that we're going down. Another one will be to short from here, right? Another situation will be like selling a little bit of a spot, but considering that the price can go to 70,000. So here, really, I don't know if it's gonna go up or down, and the worst, I don't know if there is gonna be spikes to liquidate people, right, in futures especially. So there is some risk always, right? So if we sell a little bit of a spot, so that's what we can lose. Seems right now that the risk is 30% drop at 40,000. That will be the maximum right now. And for the spike will be like 64 we mentioned before. So 58, 64, 70. That will be the range where we have the walls of liquidity or the ceilings of liquidity, right? So for me, I'm gonna keep doing the same strategy. That will be entering here in the 40 and maybe in the 54, 500, maybe. Why? Because we have the 58. So that means that the risk is lower, right? So what I mean is, like, if we went here and we bounce, is with high probability we wanna bounce again from the 58. And if not, I think the 60s is quite a psychological level that could be also going down. So we have Marty here. This morning, Europe can see big manipulation in the order book. Big orders were in and out. Do you remember, Marty, how much quantity? Because I think Edgar, he was saying 1,000 bitcoins previously. And this is what we're gonna try to keep in the server, all the information of what happened during the last 24 hours, and then we can check and analyze. For example, for me, it will be quite interesting to analyze this spike, especially the tape, the time and price. Okay, so it's a little bit challenging because he will write in Spanish. So, but I want to keep this channel in English. So anyway, Martiwa is saying that he was checking in the Europe time that there were big changes in the order book. So look, right now we have the 42. I'm gonna make it bigger for the people that is right now on the smartphones. But the 42, 40 and 54, 500 is they are very hot because constantly they are changing. Just we refresh the website and it's changing. But the 70K, the 58 and the, what was the other one, 64, they are not so hot. In fact, hot means that a lot of traders are trading that price. We have even the 72, but just 33 bitcoins. So we have a change there. Huh? The 70,000s are coming and leaving. The 58, look, we have right now the 64, but the 64 is just 162 bitcoins, so the probabilities are low. The strong one is the 58. So that's basically why they place the 58, probably because this one. Then what I'm gonna do in my first live on Great Monday, Tony, blessing as always, living my like. Thank you very much, Edgar. Love you all, guys, from the Spanish channel. Thanks to support the English channel too. So look, we have resistance now, closer to 0.1% of the price, 56.4. Ah, no, sorry, this is resistance. This is resistance, yes. Wow, it's very crazy. There is a lot of volume entering right now. Okay. And the seven, look. So after 1 million order process set, I don't know how to say that. We have the 70,000 that is not appearing, just 58, 64, 57, 400. So here is strong resistance in the 58. And then we have the 42, 40, and 54, 500. So here, for me, is key level. And 41. And 41. So the issue here is like, yes, you enter in short here and you are liquidated so fast that you cannot even blink, right, in this one. And this one, I'm pretty sure that this is a test, just to check if the market is ready to short or to sell a lot. And luckily, we see that there were some buyers in that level. So it's not pretty clear to me, but maybe the 60, the 58 or 60, yesterday we had 60,000 and today seems we don't have the 60,000 in resistance. It's more than 58. And the point is like we can enter in the market, and if we exit fast, we have opportunity to take some profits, right? For example, in this one, this was a nice long, right? I mean, even right now, we are 2%, but the peak was like 6%. But the point is like, okay, so we have this support. Maybe in real time, when we are going to the support, this is another thing I want to check, because now is coming the third version of the web of transfer money that is basically with a server 24 hours checking the prices and testing strategies and trying to take patterns from the order book, from the interaction of the order book and the tape, the time and price. And so maybe here was a clear signal to enter. I'm not sure how strong was the support when we were getting close to this point, because what I imagine is that we had a lot of supports here when the price was going to this point. We lost them, but even like that we had the bounce, and I would like to see this interaction, and I hope soon we can see it, right, step by step, and then we'll have a big edge, because if we can see this change of directions in real time, so imagine if we can take 5 and 5% in one day, that will be unbelievable. Or even, let's say 5, 5 and 5, 15% in one day with relative low risk, right? So that's one of the things that we are preparing. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do simulation first or directly trading with small amounts. We'll see, but that's coming. Okay, right now we have interaction between buyers and sellers. We have this blue one closer to 1%, 56 and 57, trying to push the price down. So they're trying to keep the price stable now. Yeah, because we have this zone, right? I don't know if you can see it in the phone, but yeah, makes sense that this is a stable zone. And we see the buyers and sellers getting closer to 1% with quite big amounts. So the price is cannot move so much right now. We have the 64 again, and 58 and 57. Okay, so this is bearish, because 64 will be 13%, that will be good, but 57, 4 and 58 is like 1-2%. And now below the stronger ones, we have 54, 500, 40 and 42. So how we can make money here? Of course, 42 and 40,000 that are entry points. So I'm gonna go to Bitcoin, and then let's see. In Bitcoin right now, what I have is 40,000, 50,000 or 49 and 60, the short. So I'm gonna take the 49 and I'm gonna go 40,000. Between 40,000 and 42 is almost the same. It's between 29 drop that we fixed already the percentage, we found the bug, and 25, so it's about 4% difference. So I think I'm gonna place another one, a small one in the 42, and this is gonna be 5,000, 50,000. Okay. And then the 60, to enter in short in 60, I'm gonna keep it, but instead of 60, I'm gonna go for 58. I'm gonna go for 58. 58.80. And I have 3,000, that is $300. So I'm gonna go 500, that is $5,000. Short in the 58 right now. I'm gonna keep track of this one. It depends how evolved the order book. I will close or do something. From 58 to 60, there is 3%. So for me, 10x will be 30% risk. So I'm gonna go that the first test to the close to the 60, the prices cannot go for it. This is what I'm gonna go for. That Bitcoin is don't have enough power to break this. But it's crazy risk, because one word from Powell, from the Federal Reserve, and we can go to 70 or even more, right? If they cut the interest, this short is like, but for that reason I put less capital, right? You can also write in English. Perfect, fantastic. Thank you very much, Marty. And so in the order book, what I see is like we have a lot of volume in the buyers and not so much in the sellers. So I think this is, we have more probabilities of this. For my spot positions, I think I'm gonna sell a little bit at 60, 58, 60. And then it depends how is the order book, I rebuy. I think I'm gonna do that. I mean, it's 30% drop in Bitcoin. So now we'll see in Ethereum and Solana. So I think it's worth the risk. I think worth the risk. And also we have the Standard & Poor's and Nasdaq all-time high. So maybe a small correction is not so crazy. A small correction, I mean, 30%. And if we check some patterns, this looks like a lot to an M pattern. And an M pattern will be this distance, right? So that will be around it will be here, but 42. It match with the order book. What do you think about the M pattern? So what I'm trying to make in my mind is like, is for sure that it's gonna go down? No, it's not for sure. The probabilities are getting higher and higher every day. Yes. At least this $60 million is saying that, or even 80 million, right? So we have to balance, right, between the take profit from the situation and the risk we take. of getting liquidated or selling crypto that then we cannot buy again at the same price, right? And I think that's the key. That's the key. And I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sell a little bit of crypto at 60. I'm gonna put the short at 60, 58. And that's it. I mean, the spot, in fact, I have quite good profits. So it's not so bad, even if it's going to 70, right? But yeah, it is what it is. If always we have risk, right? So that I think is gonna be my game right now, game plan. And for the 54,500 is a 3% drop. I think it's too risky right now. Or if we check constantly the order book, maybe we can make some play here, because it's not bad the movement that we can have, right? So between the 54,500 and the 58 is 6%, so could be something there, but it's not so good like other times. Also, I would like to take a chart here with exactly the friction the price has. That also we're working on that to give an idea here with the amount of liquidity or the amount of Bitcoins or USDT that have to be buy or sold until this price, any of these prices, right? So challenging situation. What do you think? What you're preparing to do? But it's already, yeah, the thing is, like, it's 2 days at 40. The M pattern is saying that can go to 42. Yeah, it's possible, but we don't have to forget that we have the macro data, so that means ultra high volatility, and it's high risk. But I think after Thursday, then we'll know the direction. Inflation rate and tomorrow's speech of Powell, and then we'll know the direction. But yeah, it's start to be risky. That means bigger opportunities. I think we eventually will go down to the 40s, the bounce from there, but I'm not sure we'll make a new all-time high afterwards. Wow, so that's quite bearish, you know? So my question here is, so do you plan to sell some part of your crypto? Because this is for me the challenge now. My challenge is my spot position right now. That's my challenge. It's worth risk to sell a little bit of crypto for a 30% drop in Bitcoin. In another altcoins will be even more brutal maybe. So yeah, I think the point here is how much is a little, right? To the which proportion, which percentage, and in which prices, right? So I think here is the challenge. Already sold most of my crypto, will be a rebuy from the 40s, or if we reclaim the range of 60. So you think, Javier, if we touch 60, you start to buy again, or if we break 60? Because we have 64 right now. We have 64 right now, and so that's my challenge. Of course, I can keep it, all the crypto, but I think I'm gonna sell a little bit, because I think it's worth the risk to sell a little bit at maybe 58, 60. Because I think there we're gonna have it 58. I think we're gonna have friction with all the high risk of this high volatility, because the macroeconomic data Staying above 60, if we touch 60, it could only be bearish retest. Yeah, I think also. I think the first touch to 58.60, we're gonna have a retrace. If not Powell, if Powell say we cutting rates or we're gonna cut rates in the near future, this can go crazy. So it's one word. This is the. But the thing is, like, can I trust these people, the 58 that they want to sell? And these ones, they know something. That's the challenge. Okay, let's go to check Ethereum and Solana. The volume was quite okay today for Bitcoin, $23 billion in futures Binance, Ethereum 11 billion, Solana 3 billion, and 4.5 million trades, 5 million trades, and 2.6 million trades for Solana. And still we have not here. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. $2.1 billion. What the? It's crazy. We saw too much fat. Everyone expects 40k. That makes me think we'll not see those prices at this moment. Could be. Also could be that this can be a game. That could be a game. So we have Ethereum here. We're gonna change this one for Solana. Here we go. Okay. So let's see, what do we have? Hopefully it's not so crazy. And we have 60 now. But look, the 58 is already traded 118 times. 64 2 and 59 891 time. So the 58 right now seems the strongest one, and the 42 for the buyers. The 55 is not so bad, eh? 55, 4500. Crazy numbers, crazy numbers, crazy numbers. Let's go for Ethereum, that yesterday with all this tension at the end I didn't mark the supports and resistance, but we're gonna do today. Javier say, yeah, but Twitter can be an echo chamber. It doesn't represent the full crypto ecosystem, neither the market makers. That's true also. Here is the challenge. The challenge is, like, for sure, we don't know what's gonna do the market or the buyers aggressive and seller markets against the order book. But what is clear is a lot of tension in the market. That can correspond with a lot of volatility. That means big changes very fast. Then how we can take profit of this? Because we have, in my opinion, what I'm evaluating is, like, we have, like, uptrend, we have downtrend, we have how to call, I don't know, like basically flat or killers. What is killers? Something like this. For me, this is a killer. A killer is something like this, that seems it's gonna go up and then is killing all the longs, for example. Or the opposite. Another killer is that is going down and then it's like fwah, and is killing all the shorts, right? So obviously the flat one is not risky. The trend ones, I think, it's also not risky because it's relative slow. So these are the risky ones, the ones that the killers of futures positions, right? That I think that we can avoid if we have a signal in the website that tell us now there is a crazy movement, exit in this case, or start with a stop loss with warranty gains or something like this. Okay, so let's go for Ethereum. I think we have enough, right? 500,000, and we have 7, 2 and 6% up against 36. We still have the 2000. We still have the $2,000. In Solana, low liquidity in the higher part, and in the bottom still not so much liquidity. We have to wait, I think, a little bit more, 300,000. Okay, so let's go for Ethereum, and we have support right now at 29.90. So let's go today for the supports and resistance, and let's see what we can do. I'm not gonna trade Ethereum. I'm gonna trade Bitcoin and Solana. So 2000. There is someone here in the chat that is gonna trade Ethereum, or do you want that we analyze Ethereum? I think what Ethereum is doing on the daily time frame is what Bitcoin did for a few days at June 24th. Range at the range lows, and then nuke up or down, Javier. Okay, so well, 2000, maybe that's the nuke that Javier is saying, 2000. And today we saw like what can happen, right? In Spanish we are saying hachazo, like an axe. In 1 second it's like, let's see how it's gonna evolve in the next hours, because I think it's hours what we are talking about. It's gonna be Powell or the inflation rate. So in the next 48 hours. So here we have this support, 2000, 5000 Ethereum, 10.3 million, drop of 32%, and we check again, and I think we already fixed the percentage, that we have some deviation, and now it's perfect. And then we have the 2345 is gonna be around here, and this is a 21% drop. But the most trade right now is the 2850, that will be a drop of 4.3% from the current price. 2850 around here, so quite close to the price, right? So this is getting ready for Powell. Brutal volatility, a range in the top 3 of liquidity of 32%. So now we're gonna go for these are the floors of liquidity, and now we're gonna go for the ceilings of liquidity. Look, we have a lot of resistance already in Ethereum, but still some pressure. Yeah, this is the interesting part, right? We see buying and selling pressure when we have like kind of support, right? In this region. Okay, so now we're going for this is liquidity now, 4,000, 5,000 Ethereum. And look, it's making resistance right now, the 2974, closer to 0.1%. It's trade a lot now. Exit the top 3. I don't know where it went. Here, 22 position right now. So also will be interesting, I think, that we can track prices. But step by step we want to improve the website. No worries for that. Okay, so 32. We have 1000 Ethereums. No, it's not too much. So that is going to be 1 pixel and red. And then we have the 30 and 32. I'm going to go 32 24 first, 32.24. So this is interesting. We have here resistance at 7-8%, and then very close to the price like Bitcoin at 30.55. Okay, here we go. How much here? 1000. So the big one is this one with 4,000. I'm gonna do 4, yes. So it's the risk reward is in the side of the buyers, so in a drop. How do you see this? I think it's quite scary for spot positions. I don't want to trade Ethereum. I'm gonna go for Solana. In Solana, what do we have? $88. The top one is 88 with 33,000 at 35% drop. Look what we had. We break the top one. I had an exit at 44 and we didn't touch the 44. Today we have still we have the crazy 300 and 250. This make me crazy, man. I guess what it's saying is like if Powell cut rates, or if Mangox or German government, US government, blah blah blah, don't sell hard, Solana can just blow up. We're talking about 180%, $300. I don't know if Tomako is here, but I think Tomako is still in a long position in Solana. Unless this week we turbo pump because of some new events, or we are likely going way down. Yeah, you don't make me very positive, huh? But yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. So my trades should reflect that I agree that we can have a chop. Okay, let's draw the supports and resistance. Let's go for this crazy madness. We have 88 that will be around here. And now I'm gonna take the chart with perspective, because I would like to see what is the meaning of this in the long-term chart. And then we have the 126 and 124. So there is the most probable support, 26 and 24. So let's go for 24. Here it is with 17,000. So this is not so strong. And then the 26 is let's say 26 is yeah, is making, I think, a good support, even if it's not super huge liquidity. I mean, it's like $5 million at around 9% drop. And then this is the crazy part of Solana. It's huge. Not huge. Sorry. It's not huge. It's not huge. It's just half of what I like. That is 20k Solanas, like $5 million. But in this case, it's 10 million. So it's very thin liquidity. In fact, half of what I would like to see at 143. So maybe I'm gonna do an exit there, small exit in a spot to reduce my exposure. Yeah, so this is gonna be 10k, 10,000 Solanas, and then we have the 250. 250 is around here. That will be totally insane. I will be so happy that you cannot imagine. And then the even more crazy $300. And we know that the probabilities are low, but Solana can do this. We saw other times that Solana is going totally nuts. And I don't know if someone is in Solana and there is some big news or something in Solana, because this is not normal. There is something in Solana that makes so optimist the price. And we have 157 now. It's not big difference with the 142. Is 2 millions against 1.5, and the 142 they are much more trade. So we have to see if it's a cult or not order. But I would like to draw also the 157, and of course, because we're talking about $3 billion per day, Solana is much more volatile than Ethereum, and for that reason I like to check that part of the website where we have the volume and the trades of the last 24 hours, because then we can have a glimpse of what's going on in that blockchain, right? Because, well, Solana more than 3.6 and 3 million trades. So like $1,000 per trade or something like this, average. And Ethereum is more is like not 4 something times bigger than Solana, but the trades are not the 4 times. So that means that the Solana trades are quite big compared with Ethereum right now. So what I mean, high volatility means that we have to follow very close the order book, but still we have the same 157 and 124, 126, 88. So of course, let me see the chat before we go in for the trades, but the volatility in Solana is brutal. Minus 36 with 117%. Crazy volatility in Solana. Okay, so Javier is saying the good thing of being a trader is that we can make money going up and going down, so don't stress too much. Is there a way to know if some orders could be troll orders? Like, for example, if right now there is a big order to buy Bitcoin at 20k. 20k. What do you mean 20k? To buy Bitcoin at we don't have that orders. Why? Because they are small. They are small. So look, in the top 30, just we are seeing the $3 million and above. The orders above below $2 million, we don't see it. The prices, I mean. So in 20,000, normally they are in 5,000, 20,000 and prices like that. But I think they are just bots. For example, in this example, we had one at 5,000. But I think it's just bots testing, right? So you are very far from the price, and then you can test if your algorithm is working good. But step by step we'll improve the website and we'll have more and more information. And because we are preparing the video call where we are going to talk about all this, right? So we have this video call 14th of July with the Trans and Money community for the premium members, and we're gonna discuss about different strategies, priorities for the website, which kind of information will be interesting to watch, and all these things, right? So here you have the information, and so it's gonna be next Sunday, and then yeah, step by step we'll improve the website. So for this, hello Henry, welcome. I mean, that scene that sell order on Sol $300 make me think if that could be a troll gift that we are 130 and kind of bearish. Well, can be a troll order, but we never saw that, and is $2.8 million. Of course they can do 10x, so maybe it's $300, $300,000. So it's not kidding what I mean with that. It's not like but of course these kind of orders, they are so far from the price that the risk they have is very low. Look, now we have a new one, 162. So it's going higher. So what that means, and it's very big. This is big, 41,000 Solanas, $6.7 million. This is a good one. So, but it's a whale, obviously. So it's 600K at 10x. So probably it's a whale of Solana, meaning that is one trade probably. Just one click and they put 6.7 million. But I like that because we keep the 57 and the 42, they are going down. So I'm gonna take out the 42 and I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna put the 62. I'm gonna place the 62. But do we have some change in the order book of Binance? The 70K. So maybe the 70K is the one that is moving, because the 70K is $50 million. It's a lot, eh? So what that means, there are sellers of Bitcoin that they think there is a chance that the price of Bitcoin is going to 70K. So this is what made me crazy, because there is my plus minus 24% for the price of Bitcoin. And look, we have now 55 and 54,500. So again, this is a challenge. When we have a person that is gonna talk and it depends of that is gonna move the wall, we have this crazy volatility. $6 million of Sol on one click must be a hell of a sell candle. Yeah, that's right. So okay, let's go for the trades. Let's see, for Solana, so I don't want to trade Ethereum. I'm gonna cancel my Ethereum positions. Too much information. I don't have anything. Okay, so I'm going to Solana, and then I have the 105 and 83. So today I'm gonna change to 88, and then I'm gonna go for the seems 130. But I'm gonna put a small capital, so $5,000, and then 130, because there is 129.8 that is called order. So I should take care of this one, because this one is 5% drop, that this could be so fast. So I changed my mind and I'm going 126.5. that is the next one, this one, at 8% drop. In fact, there's 124, so I'm gonna go 124.5. That is 10% drop. Okay, so I'm going for that. Yes, so I'm gonna keep these ones, but yeah, quite challenging, because I'm emotional, because the spot position I have, and that's not good for trading. I mean, for trading 30% down is not so much, no? But I would regret, because we were seeing in the order book. Still, for me, it's quite difficult to sell crypto. And I think Powell, at the end, he has to cut the rates. And I have to think about my really last positions, because it's still debating. But of course, it's a possibility. This is for sure. We lost the 60K. We didn't have enough power to break the 60K, even touch the 60K after 3 days. So we have the M pattern. But if Powell cut the rates, here we go. But yeah, seems that it's gonna be, I think, the 58. 58 resistance, the most probable, and then the 55. So between this range. And it depends of Powell if we going crazy or not. Same information, we keep the same place, and let's see for how long we can hold there. More days close to 60, but not breaking 60, more probabilities to going down, that's for sure. And the 300 and 250, they are cold, but not so cold, 125 times trade, 70 minutes last time. So a lot of volatility, man. It's like crazy. But rate cuts are bearish, no? No. They're good. They are bullish. The rate cuts is good, because then the money is cheaper. It's gonna be more inflation, but everything is cheaper. Not cheaper, sorry. For the investors, it's cheaper, the money. So more we're gonna have more investment. Of course, the commodities and the goods, they're gonna go up in price, because the dollar is gonna go down in purchase value, the euro is gonna go down in purchase value, etc. It's like Europe already cut the rates, and Canada. No, I don't think when they cut rates, the markets dump. I think it's the opposite. Well, it depends if you think about the inflation, right? But if the money is cheap, there is more money, so everything is going up. So inflation is good for investment. For investors, I mean. But it's bad for people with salary, that they don't have investments. Okay, so we're gonna leave here the video. Today was quite long to be in English. Thank you very much to everyone to speak in English in the chat. So as always, we're gonna remember all the links. So we have the web of Transit Money here. We have the Twitter. Don't go to another Twitter that is fake. This is the real Twitter. Very close to 500 finally. And then we have Mexc and Mexc exchanges. This is the ones we recommend. $7,000 in rewards for Bingx, 10,000 for Mexc. As far as I know, Bingx don't have KYC yet, so that's a great advantage. I think Marty yesterday said that he said that he had to KYC to withdraw USDT in Bingx, but to open the account, I think there is not KYC yet, even in Spain. And for Mexc, most of the countries, they don't have KYC. Even there are some countries in South America that seems that you have KYC, but for the most of us, we don't have. And also the commissions are very low. And in Bingx, you can trade commodities, you can trade Forex with crypto. That is quite cool. And yeah, so we have also, very soon is gonna be account. So all the people that already open a Bingx account, the trading volume, also we are working on that. Okay, so soon will be available in the automated way, also here in Bingx. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. What a week we have. It's crazy. But let's see if we pass this week and we have. But even if we don't have this crazy volatility, then it's less opportunities to trade, no? But it's quite stressful to have like minus 25% volatility or range of investment, no? And we lose again the 56. So I wish you very good luck with all your positions. Keep you good energy. Thank you very much all. Have a good day, night, wherever you are, and have a good fortune, health, and love. See you in the next video.